Thank you. Thank you, everybody that showed up. I appreciate you guys very much. I appreciate you celebrating this monumentous occasion with me. I want to start off by saying light work is measured in degrees. That's how I'll begin this conversation, because this isn't a theory. It's long overdue. This isn't just science. This is heat. This is charge. This is the body remembering itself cell by cell, signal by signal, and rising. They said I was crazy for saying the body was a temple. Now they ask me how to rebuild the current. How I rebuilt my current. How I created the blueprint to rebuild current. But let's be clear, I didn't start this. I was born in a long line of healers, American healers, folk who knew how to lay hands on a wound and feel the voltage return. Old aunties in Mississippi who crushed herbs with prayer. Barbers in Chicago who checked blood pressure and gave out orange peels for asthma. Black grandmothers who stirred garlic and onions together in cast iron pots, who knew how to boil dandelion, not because of the internet, but because God whispered it through their fascia. They just felt it. You see, the American healer was never just a person. It was a force, a field. And it got buried beneath capitalism, buried beneath pills, beneath 3-liter sodas, beneath processed meat in plastic wrapping, buried beneath this epidemic of slow death they call normal. We live in a country where kids are being raised on fried light and artificial charge, where black men walk around with diabetic neuropathy and don't even know it. Diabetic neuropathy, and they don't even know it because the fire left their feet years ago. Women are being told their fertility is a mystery when nobody ever taught them how to breathe. I've seen what the disconnect looks like. You know, the glazed eyes, puffy face, ankles that don't even feel cold water no more. That ain't just weight. That's a blown fuse. That's a body that no longer speaks the language of light. And when a body forgets its own language, the people forget their own name. That's why you hear them say, you know, I'm just tired. It runs in the family. Everybody got something. These are not just phrases. These are resignation scripts. Ancient electrical shutdown codes passed down like lullabies, but the codex of living light says, you are not tired, your light is dim. It does not run in your family, it runs through your family. Everybody got something, but not everybody got the map to repair it. I made copies. I passed them. That's what this is. This is not just for the curious. This is not just for the scientists, but for the people who know something is wrong and are ready to remember how to live an electrifying life, an inspired life. The Ionic Rite is the first volume of the American Healer Files on electrogenesis. It's a work of science, yes, but it's also a work of sacred anatomy. It's a work of grief and inspiration, because you can't understand electricity without mourning where the current stopped. This is current events. And the current stopped in our kitchen, in our movement, in our breath, in our sense of rhythm, in our relationship with water, and our refusal to sweat. This isn't alternative medicine. This is the original broadcast being tuned back into. Electrogenesis is not a theory, it's the forgotten fact that you are made of light. Your mitochondria are photon factories. Your fascia is a capacitor of memory. Your breath is a voltage regulator. Your heart, that's the home of Christ. Your heart is the most faithful drummer ever made. It doesn't miss a beat, even when you do. And so the degrees are born, right? Light is measured in degrees. We have the gatekeeper. You move while fasting. You say yes to spark. You pray through push-ups. You earn wattage with your breath. The carrier. You become a vessel of movement. You deliver charge like mail. You stop just burning food. You start transmitting light. And then comes the memory. You honor your DNA like scripture. You activate resurrection codes. You learn to survive stress. You rewrite the scroll to live again. These are not just metaphors, but biophysical truths. This is what it means to walk in the ionic right. Light doesn't just heal, it disciplines. It doesn't just shine, it tests. This book is a test of whether you're ready to become a talented conductor. Not just ideas, but of actual measurable wattage, life force, sacred charge. So yeah, give me the fat boy, give me the fat man in the corner with the 3-liter soda. Give me the mother with 6 kids and fried nerves. Give me Unc over there. I'll take Unc with the gout, swollen knees, no memory of joy. Every movement is painful for him. Give me the doubters, the disbelievers, the ones whose temples done fell apart so long ago they forgot they were even holy. I'll rebuild them. Not with hope, with voltage. Not with optimism, with charged discipline. If you came for shortcuts, leave now. But if you came to rewire, resurrect, to pull the ionic gospel from your blood, from your bones, you in the right place. Because the diagnosis is written, the circuits are mapped, and the light is already inside you. I don't ask you to believe me. I ask you to remember the time your breath saved you. The day you were drowning in the hospital hallway, or with grief, or from sugar, or your chest just felt like, and all you asked for was just one more shot. That was the light. Not the idea of God, the signal of him, the waveform that made your eyes open, the wattage that kept the book from closing. And now you here. Now you here with me. You reading the thing your ancestors couldn't say but knew in their bones. The voltage is your inheritance. Let us begin. Create the degree workbook for them, my son. Show them the degrees. Teach them how to heal through the light.